In this video, we're going to talk a little bit about how I'm reducing some of the background noise in the videos. Hi, I'm Tom Kovichak, and this is Tom's Trains and Things. This channel was created to help other modelers who are in need of guidance in pursuing their dream of building a model railroad. And you may have noticed in some of my previous videos that there was a lot of background noise in some of the clips. Now, some of it was the air conditioner. Some of it was fans that I had running in the background. And in this one, I'm showing you how I eliminate that by putting in a ceiling fan. But there are other background noises like the washer, the dryer, and outside there's the pump for the irrigation system. I'm going to cover some of that in future videos, but this one is going to be about a ceiling fan that I'm installing. So let's get going right after this message. If you would like to see more videos like this, and you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And while you're at it, ding that bell so you can be notified whenever I have a new video coming out. And if you would like, go ahead and check out my playlist where you could find a lot of instructional videos on model railroading, electrical projects, Arduino, everything. And if you want, I even have one to binge watch all my videos. So go check them out. I've had a couple of fans in here and they just make too much noise, especially if I'm going to be recording. I had this big one right down there. I don't know if you can see it right there. But then I got this little one and it still makes a lot of noise. So I decided that I was going to get a ceiling fan. Okay, here's the ceiling fan that I got. I don't know if you can see that, but Hampton Bay. All right. Van Lee Smart 54-inch LED indoor cool changing ceiling fan. Brushed nickel finish. Operate fan with remote or smart device. Quick fit installation. And this was a little bit easier than some of the older ones that I put in, although it's still pretty difficult because you gotta hang it with the blades up there, and when you're 70 years old, it's not that easy. So this is what we got right here. I got me a ceiling fan. It has a remote, and apparently you can control it with your cell phone also. There's an app for that because there's the Wi-Fi antenna right there. It's brushed aluminum. And check out all these LEDs on the bottom here. Oh my goodness, would you look at that? It says 1600 lumens. So that's gonna brighten up this place, and I could change it 4 or 5 different settings to soft white all the way to daylight. So that's going to be good. And 54-inch blades on it, 4 speeds. Not quite sure if I want to use that side there or this side here, because this right here is we like this color because it's close to the color that we like, because it's like faded sea color, you know, what you see a lot of times around the beach and stuff like that. So something similar to that one right there. And we created a custom color with these right here, which looks pretty close. I mean, we put together a couple acrylic paints and mixed it all up and found a color that we liked, and then took it down to Home Depot and had them make one. I had to put another beam across there, and I made it a little bit thicker. I got a really shallow octagon box. I cut a half-inch hole in the wood. It's a 1x4. I put a 1x6 across the bottom to take up some of the space in there. It's only a half-inch deep box. I couldn't find a 3/4 inch box. They had 1/2 inch and they had 1.5 inches. So I had to go with a 1/2 inch and then add the 1x6 underneath it. Cut a hole in it. And that's the length that I had right there. And I had another short piece right here, so I'm getting ready to cut it. I got it marked already where I need to cut it. Well, I got the fan up. Didn't get a lot done today because my knee is killing me. I can't do a lot of work up on the ladder anymore. I used to be able to do it all the time, but as I was getting older, right before I retired, my knee was giving me a lot of trouble. So right now, I spent a couple of days up on the ladder, you know, here and there. But let me get back in the light. I only got this one light on right here and the one back there. But I got as far as I wanted to get right now. I still got a little bit more to do, but I changed this receptacle right here. It used to be down at that end. You could see where the box was, and then the bare spot over there for that receptacle. I'm going to have to paint over that. But I moved it over to right here, so I'm going to have to move the cord, because it's got a real long cord for my LED lighting. I have it turned off right now. But I put the box right here, and I'm going to continue on down because that goes to the outside. And then there's another receptacle down at that end. But I'm going to continue with that because the other day I spent a fortune getting a 250-foot roll of Romex. It was $106. Go figure. 25-foot of Romex was $25. And I said, well, if I'm gonna buy 25-foot and spend $25, $1 a foot, I may as well get 250-foot, and then I can always use it on my bus wire like I did before on the model railroad. Let me sit down because my knee is killing me, but here is the fan right here. I got it on a 2nd speed. It has 4 speeds. It's got a little remote, and I could change the light on it. It has 6 options for light, from warm white to daylight deluxe. So that's the warm white, soft white, neutral, bright, daylight, and daylight deluxe. All right, that's 6500K. Okay, so, and I could turn the light off. Boom. Light off, light on. Okay. Clap on, clap off. Okay. So now, that's speed 2. Okay, this goes down to speed 1. Okay, now let's crank it up to number 4. Let's take off. Let's get those propellers going here. Whoosh! Let me turn the light down a little bit to about right there. Okay, so that's number 4, and man, I could feel it all over the place. This is for a medium-sized room. It says 12 by 12 to 18 by 18, so 11 by 20-something fits right in the middle of there, I guess. Okay, crank it down to number 3. And let me put it back down to number 2. Okay, so here's the remote. Plus, there's an app. Okay, I didn't read all the instructions, but it says, you know, there's some little dip switches on the transmitter that's up there. You can see the little, I don't know if you can see the antenna hanging out, the little white thing right there. But there's a transmitter inside there, and it's got dip switches on it. I just read it now to make sure that the dip switches on there are the same as the dip switches on here. And then you could use it, use the app. It's called Hub Space. And I'll probably have to log in and do all that crap. And so I don't want another username and password for that stuff, so I'll just use the remote right here, the old-fashioned way, instead of using my cell phone. So that's going to be good enough. I'm going to take a break because Debbie got her stitches out and her staples out today. They moved her out of the isolation ward, so I was able to go visit her. And the doctor's office said that they're going to work on getting home health and physical therapy set up for in the house, get us a wheelchair and anything else that we need so we can get Debbie out of that place. She said it might take a week, but we'll get her out of there. Finally, we'll get her out of there. But she says she's in the new part. And she says the new part's just as bad as the old part. It's just got wider halls and bigger rooms. But the people are the same. So she still wants to get out of there really bad. All right, next time we're going to be talking about how I'm going to reduce all the other noise back there, like the air conditioner, the washer, and the dryer. I don't know about that pump that's outside. It's going to be hard to do that, but we'll talk about reducing some of this other noise in here to make it a little bit more conducive to recording and listening to model railroad stuff once I got this all going on. That's all I got for right now. I'm going to be taking a rest for a couple of days because my knee is killing me. And I got to cut the grass. Until the next time, we'll see ya. Right there is the module cam. All right.